So one of the most important things, as I teach a lot, is we question in a deep way our sense of our own identity. And when we do that, we actually have to be willing to see the identity that we're actually creating in the present moment and how we're sustaining it in the present moment. And the beautiful thing about that kind of inquiry, if you're not just asking the question in expectation of the answers, because when you're in expectation of the answer, you're not actually looking at yourself. That makes sense? The question is meant to draw your attention very keenly back into that very specific place called myself. That's what it's meant to do, not just to sort of willy-nilly ask the question and wait till something wonderful happens. You know what I mean? Okay, Ramana said, who am I? Okay, who am I? Who am I? Who am I? Who am I? Like an echo chamber. You think, well, it's not happening. I get that technique didn't work. Let me go to the next one, you know? But it's actually a serious question. What if you ask the question as if your whole life depended upon it? As if it was a test. And if you failed, I'm sorry, that's it. It's over. Then you might get a little more serious. Right? You wouldn't just ask it like you're in some echo chamber. Or if we realize what's actually at stake. If we really realize what was at stake, the failure to recognize the real resolution to that question, who, in one sense, our whole life does depend upon it. Not our physical life. Our heart will keep beating whether we realize it or not. But everything else is quite dependent on that question. Everything. Our experience of everything. Of every moment, of every person you meet, of every situation in your life, it all hangs in the balance. It all is right there on that point. Because that point is the point where every moment is being interpreted. Every single instant is being interpreted by our idea of ourself. And so in a certain sense, your physical life may not depend upon it. But everything else does. And as we realize that, we actually get rather more serious about it. Not in some hopefully grim way, you know, because that doesn't really do much good. But we actually start to look.